YouTube's happening. It is Tuesday, August 5th, and we're going to start with the MLB first today. You can see we have our 15 games today. We have some good pitching matchups out there. We're going to break down these games, spreadsheet, props, everything we always do. But first, let's do a little recap of yesterday. Let me show those off a little bit. You can see how it went. Overs. If you were over, you were in danger yesterday because every one of those hit. Over. Yeah, the parlays were for fun. Obviously, it's little HR parlays. We're just taking those the dudes that are hot. We're just taking them, put them in parlays. The Boston one hit because Roman didn't play. The other ones were close. The Milwaukee one didn't come close, but hey, whatever. Miami choked because Sandy was amazing for 3 innings, and then all of a sudden the next inning he was just brought back to 2025 Sandy. Never again. He's banned. Sorry. Banned. For shame. Be gone with you, good sir. So, yeah, you can see how it went there. People in the comments, people in the Patreon were talking about it was a good day. So, hey, as long as you have a good day, I have a good day. That's all that matters to me. So, as long as we all profit one way or another. So, if you want the play stopped out for every single sport, or you want access to yield spreadsheets, go check out the HQ. Simple as that. So, let's pop over and do a little bit of weather, shall we? Let me hit a refresh and zoom out so we can take a look at it, get rid of the pop-up. Let's look at the weather, see what's popping, see if anything's crazy on the weather side. Pittsburgh, 82, nothing. Detroit, nothing. Miami, dome. Washington, nothing. Philly, nothing. 9 miles an hour, maybe. A little bit of wind blowing out towards left field. Boston, nothing. Chilly there, almost 71. It's nice. I say chilly. That's, for me, it's chilly, but that's probably a nice day. Mets, 79, nothing. Atlanta, again, potentially some rain. Maybe. We'll see what happens there. Fetty, yes. Yeah. Good times. Chicago, wind blowing in at 8. Good for an under. Chicago, Colorado, 91 with 8. Angels, Diamondbacks, Mariners, Doyers. There's your weather. So nothing really, just the Atlanta one. Outside of that, nothing really out there for us. So enough of that. We have everything we need to see. We have our schedule. We have our games. Let's get to the first game right now. All right, first game on the dock is going to be San Francisco at Pittsburgh, 6:40 p.m. Eastern. No day game today. Sad. We have San Fran as a 115 base up picking with an 8.5 total. We come over to our spreadsheet. We see our numbers. We see how everybody's doing. Everybody's looking nice. Okay, good stuff. A lot of mid, a lot of yellow. Probably too much yellow on that screen. Ugh, too much. Let's go over to Outlier. Link in the pinned comment. Obviously, go click it. Get you a free week. I say it every day. So let's pull up Jansen Pirates. Let's look at the pitchers. We got Logan Webb going up against Mike Burrows. Neither one striking out a bunch. No, everything's just mid. So let's kind of look at earned runs to see if there's anything that really stands out. I guess we're going to look at hits allowed since they are green, and Burrow strikeouts. We'll look at all 3 of these. Burrow strikeouts, 5 on a 4.5 is his average because that game against Minnesota, he got kind of, didn't have a good day in that one. But other than that, he just faced San Fran literally on the 30th and had 7 strikeouts. But that was at home. Now he's on the road. So let's see how he does on the road here. If you want to take it, by all means, you could. Let's look at his earned runs too while we're here. Yeah, he gave up 6 to Minnesota, 1 run to San Fran when he faced them. Let's pop over here to Logan. Hits allowed. He's been given a bunch of hits, but Pittsburgh is 13th in hits at 8.4 for the game, which is just under 1 per inning, 5.5 over in a 7.4 average. Could take this. Could. Let's see. He can only give a 5 in the game against Pittsburgh, though, so I personally don't love this. You could take it, but I don't love it that much. Let's go to matchups. Burrows versus San Fran historically. This is mainly from last game, you can tell. Righties versus San Fran. There you go. Pittsburgh versus righties, and then Logan Webb versus Pitt. And nobody's getting no dingers, no nothing. Wow. Okay, so nothing there. Let's go to bats because we did a bat parlay yesterday with 2 of the 3 hits. Sad. So change this over to the bats. Maybe we can get that back. Let's see. Here we go. We got Schmidt. We got Jung Ho Lee. We got Pham, who didn't come through for us yesterday. We got Isaiah. We got Horowitz, who did come through. And then we have Dominic Smith, who's been on a tear. So here we go. Load him up. Schmidt, last 10 is at a 2-1, but last 5 is only a 3. We need somebody at least 2-5 or higher. That way we have a 1-run cushion or 1 HR cushion. Make sense? Okay, good. Cool. Get rid of that. Jung Ho Lee, 3's good. 2.3 is close. I don't like this gap. So once this gets 2.5, he'll be counted, but right now he doesn't. So we take him off. Goodbye. Pham was so hot, then all of a sudden just nothing yesterday. If he had got his normal, we would have hit that 3-leg parlay. Sad. He's still 2.9, so we'll take him again. We will still take him. So he's still good. Isaiah, IKF. 2, not good enough. What is this? Once these go away, dude's going to be crushing, I'm sure. He'll be here soon, and probably next week sometime. Maybe by the weekend, he'll be in this list. Horowitz was good yesterday. 2.6. Now, that 12 is doing a lot of heavy lifting, but guess what? It still works. 4.4. and a 2.6. He still counts technically. And then Dominic Smith has been just amazing. He's at a 3 in the last 5 and also 2.3. So the big number he had back here at the other end fell off. So now that even though he's hitting, he still fell out sad times. So all we have is a couple Pittsburgh players against San Fran, huh? To be honest, this one's doing a lot of heavy lifting, and Fam had a bad day. So what do we do? Do we take this? What is their history versus Mr. What's his name? Change it over. Logan Webb. Horowitz is 1 for 6. I don't love that. And Fam is 0 for 8. Yeah, we're not going to be taking those HRs today. We're going to be a little more selective on our HRs. Reynolds is 0.91. Yeah, we're going to leave this game alone. I don't like anything in here. We're going to, sometimes the best play is no play. So we're going to pass on this one. Next. All right, game 2 is going to be Minnesota and Detroit. Currently, we got Detroit 160 with a 8.5 total. We come over here to the sheet and we can see Minnesota's been struggling mainly. Detroit, top 10 in runs, batting average, hits, RBIs, last in walks. 23rd in strikeouts. So Zebby's going to be looked at on multiple things today. So I say Zebby because if you look over here, we see that him and Chris Paddock are the pitchers in this one. So Zebby, we start with earned runs. We can see he's at a 3 average. He's either boom or bust. We look at hits allowed because Detroit is top 10 in hits. He is 5.6 on a 4.5. We could take this. Now, he has done quite well against Washington and the A's, but Seattle, Colorado, Boston, he gave up hits 8.86. So I could feel good taking it over 4.5 here for Zebby on the road at Detroit, who's 9th in hits at 9.1 per game. Yeah, I could take this. And lastly, strikeouts against Detroit. 5.6 on a 4.5. He qualifies here too. You can see how he's done. A couple great games. No head-to-head to look at. So, and some of these, man, he only goes 4 innings. He still gets like 6, 7 strikeouts. So I think, do we want to take him or fade him is the main question. So we'll come back to that. Paddock, earned runs, all we care about here. He is at 3 average as well. Let's go to the matchups. Paddock versus Minnesota history, nothing there. Righties versus Minnesota, Detroit versus righties, and Zebby versus Detroit, nothing there. So there's only one thing so far pitching-wise I would take. For me personally, you could take the strikeouts, but I kind of want to fade the pitcher on the road. Doesn't that make sense? So I think I would take hits allowed because if you can get 8 to Colorado and 8 to Boston, you can give up 8 to Detroit, who's top 10, I think. And we only need 5. So, and that's a minus 120. I can roll with that, especially for somebody on the road. Absolutely. Let's go look at the batter props, see if anything looks good over here too. It's probably Torque and somebody else, right? Wenzel, Perez. Let's see, Wallner, and that's it. Just those 2. Okay, not even Torque. Cool. Last 10, 2-5. Last 5. 2-8. So Perez, I probably said it's probably Wenzel, however you say it. Perez, he qualifies technically if you want to take that. And Wallner 2-8 and 2-1 doesn't qualify, but these ones are going to fall off. So if he keeps on doing this, he'll easily be there. So I'm not going to take Perez. I want to take Zebby to give up hits. That's what I'm going to go for. 5 hits over the course of like 4 or 5 innings. I think he can do that easily. So give me Zebby. We're going to fade Mr. Zebby on the road. Zebby over 4.5. Hits allowed. That's what I'm going to go for. Next. Okay, next up is going to be Houston and Miami. Currently, we have Miami's 115, 8.5 total. Took him yesterday. Was confident yesterday, and then obviously, what was I doing being confident in Sandy? Why did you let me do that? I don't know. We follow the numbers and numbers. Today, though, different story. Look, yeah, there's your numbers. There's everything. Cool. Cool. Let's go over to the pitches, see what we have. As long as it ain't Sandy. Miami has a couple good pitchers. Quantrill's doing pretty well. Who the hell are they sending out? Well, there we go. That answers the question. We come to the schedule. Houston has not announced it yet. They're the only team that doesn't have announced a pitcher. So by the time you see this, if you know who's pitching, drop it in the comments so we can see, because that's how I find out. And we can all find out because I don't know who's pitching. So, and I do these in the morning. So let's see. Quantrill we can look at though, and we want to look at earned runs because everything else is just no. Houston's 4th in strikeouts. Don't care about that. Quantrill's been great his last few games. 1.6 in the last 5. Hell, you go last 10, he's at 2. That's actually good. He only had 1 real bad game, and that was 5 to Cincy. Everything else is 3 or lower, and most of them are 2. And I'm okay with that with any pitcher. So let's see. We go Quantrill versus Houston. Historically, there's your numbers. A couple home runs for Walker. That might be somebody for a dinger parlay potentially. 467, 15 at bats, 2 long shots. Yeah, 1 for 6 for long shots for Mr. Spice himself, Mr. McCormick. Other than that, yeah, so he looks like he gives us some home runs, but not anything else, though. Not much. Righties for Houston, there you go. Miami, we don't know who's pitching, so I can't tell you. Let's go up to, let's get rid of all these dudes up here, just hanging out. Let's get rid of, change this to bats and see who we got. We don't have a single HR in this game to look at. Not a single one qualifies in our top 10 or last 5 games where they are 4 or 5 at least. That is a shame. Barely any 60s too. Wow. These, damn, that's not good. Okay. All right. So yeah, this one's going to be a pass. We can't take anything else. Next. Okay. Moving on to the next one, which is A's in Washington. I've already did this one, but I decided what I'm going to do. I got kind of just, there's so many things I could take in this one. That tells you a lot about this game. Washington 138.5 is our total. We come over here. We see that A's offense good. Washington offense bad. Washington strikeouts bad. Okay, those are all noteworthy, right? Let's go look at the pitchers, shall we? We got Mackenzie Gore going against Luis Severino. Severino strikeouts is something we want to look at, which is right here, 4.5. You can see what he's done, 5.44. Not a bad play. We could take this. I could absolutely take this, no problem. 1.5, good stuff. Gore has been terrible with earned runs. He's at 3.6 in the last 5. He gave up 8 to San Diego, 6 here. Okay, so we have the better offense and the better pitcher statistically on both sides. So we could take the A's offense on money line. I could take Severino strikeouts. I could take Gore earned runs. I can go to matchups. I can show Gore versus. There's nothing really there. Nothing to look at. Lefties versus A's. A's struggle against lefties for most part. There's a couple of highlights like Bedley and Langeliers. Langeliers, my God, 4.10 and 61 is awesome. Other than that, there's nothing in the, let's see, did I get everybody? Let's see, Gore, I didn't get the other side, damn. And then Washington versus righties and Severino versus Washington. There you go. There's nothing really, I mean, yeah, he looks like he does pretty good. He shuts them down, which is what we want. So I could take the A's for sure. Let's see what we have here. We go to the bats and we see HR. There's barely nothing. We have Wins and Langelier. Wins doesn't qualify because he's at 1.7 or something like 2 and 1. Yeah, 1.7 last. Yeah, not good enough. But Langeliers, 3.4, 3.3 absolutely qualifies. Dude, and we just saw he crushes lefties. He's facing a lefty today. Yeah, see where I'm getting at? Langeliers is going to be the play. That's going to be the overall play. But if you want, you could also take Severino strikeouts. You could take Mackenzie Gore earned runs, fading, like an over. You could take the A's money line. There's lots of options. For me, I'm going Langeliers HR because dude's been on a tear and it's giving me some good odds at 110. I'm down for it. Next. Okay, next up is Philadelphia and Baltimore. Currently, we have Phillies 138 with a 9.5 total. We come over to the spreadsheet. We see our numbers. Top 3 offenses for both. If we have average pitching, we're taking it over. Simple stuff. They're combining for 13.1 runs. And then we see the hits are both top 10. RBIs are top 10. Average are 11th and 5th. That's okay. 25th in strikeouts for Philly. If Baltimore's got a strikeout due, which I don't think they really do, we might take that. Who knows? So we'll see. Let's get rid of Shea. Let's get rid of Louis. Let's get rid of, yeah. Change this over to Oils and Phillies. And all we have is Walker versus Kramer. We want both. I want Kramer strikeouts first, and then we'll just grab Walker and look at earned runs. So Kramer strikeouts at 5.2 on a 4.5. I mean, he's been decent if you want to take it, but maybe. I don't like taking strikeout props for road pitchers. It's not a thing I love to do. I like to fade road pitchers. I can't really fade that. Maybe. Earned runs. What you up to? 2.8, and he has been blown up a couple times, and that was a road game in Atlanta. That was home against Colorado. At Tampa, he did all right. Let's see. Let's swap over to Walker earned runs, and he's at 2.6 himself. So we got matchup Walker, Baltimore. Anybody tee off anything good? We got Jackson with a home run. We got you with a home run. Was that Brujon? I can't even say that. Who are you? Okay, can't do that. And then we got so much of overs. 0 for 8. Damn. 0 for 5. 0 for 8. 0 for 3. 0 for 2. 0 for 4. Damn. All right. Righties for Baltimore, Philly versus righties, and Kramer versus Phillies. Kepler's got a home run, 1 for 4. That's it. Nothing really standing out. Let's go to the bats and see what we have. Anybody? Nothing. Castellanos, of course. Of course, Castellanos doing his thing. And 2.7 and a 3. So, yeah, he is good. He's 145, too. He's a little pricey, but we could take this if we want. I could take the over if I want. I think I might just take the over in this one. Both pitchers are at 2.6 or 2.8, whatever. That's close. The over is sitting at 9.5, but we do have 2 of the top 3 offenses. We very rarely get that. So when I get that, I just kind of incline to lean over anyways and just hope for the fireworks. So, and they're both legit overs because both these teams are legit doing what they need to do. Like they're putting balls in play, RBIs, averages are high. That's everything they need. And these are legit numbers. So yeah, I can see it. And I can see a team winning 7-3. And that's kind of a low scoring game for them. That's all we need. So I'm gonna take the over. Next. All right, next up is going to be Kansas City and Boston. We have Boston 235 today with a 7.5. Why are they such big favorites? Because you look at the sheet, they're pretty close. Yeah, it's a bunch of Sox logos, but they're very close, like 16-8, 10-4, 57. Sure, Casey's more mid right now. They're on the road. Boston's on a 6-game winning streak. They are crushing right now. Okay, I'm being sold. I'm slowly being sold, but why? Is it just a vast pitching difference today? It's got to be what it is, right? What else could it be? Crochet versus Brian Buttigieg. Well, Crochet likes to give up hits. We do know that. You can see it right there. We'll look at it, but we also, both teams are top 8 strikeouts. So if you want to take it, by all means, I ain't touching it. I'll show. We'll do Crochet strikeouts real quick because I know some of you care. 8 is his average on a 7.5, 9, 7, 9, 5. Yeah. Plus 122 over 7.5. If you want to take that, have fun. I'm not. Hits allowed. Let's look at that. Yeah, see his hits allowed 7-2 on a 4.5 and it's 140. Look at that. That's something we could take for sure. Let's go look at Burger. That might be a thing to look at too. Earned runs for you is at 1.8, and yeah, how many innings do you even pitch? 5, 4, 3, 4, 4. How many strikeouts you get? I mean, not many. How many? That's hits allowed. You don't give up many hits. How many strikeouts you get? Burger strikeouts 8, 7, 4. All right, 5-2 on a 3.5 over. Oh. Crochet history versus them. No home runs, a lot of zeros, a lot of high strikeout numbers too. Ooh, lefties versus KC. There you go. Boston versus righties, and Buttigieg versus Boston. Yeah, and then we need to go look at the actual the HRs and stuff. What do we have? We have Isbell, we have Salvi, we have what else we have? We have Abreu and Trevor Story. Toy Story. Roman's not there. Is Roman even on here today? Roman out again? He might be out again because he ain't got a line. That or he's 2.5. He's way down there, so that just can't do 2.5. Isbell is at 2 and 2.4. Not good enough. Sorry. Salvi last 10, 1.7. Not good enough. Breu, let's see. Roman, yeah. Why was he out? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Something's up with Roman. That's cool. Don't know what's up with them, but we'll find out. 1.6, not good enough. Goodbye. And then Story, last 10, 2.9 and 3.8. Story has been crushing recently. So we could take Mr. Story. We could take, if you want to take Crochet strikeout, you can. You could fade him, but he's at home. I really don't want to fade the pitcher at home. Pitchers do well at home usually. So, yeah, against Tampa, which Tampa's offense isn't the hottest right now, we know. Against the Dodgers, he gave up 8 at home, at Chicago, at Washington versus Cincy. There's a lot of hits allowed. He gives us some hits. KC is 16th in hits, 8 per game with a 240 average. I'm not loving this, so we're going to leave that alone. Boston's just too damn hot right now. I don't think I can take anything against Boston. They're 4th in runs, 7th in average, 8th in hits, 15th in RBIs, 8th in strikeouts. No. So I think I'm just going to go Trevor. I'm going to go Story. That's all we're going to do today. We're going to go Story, see if he can keep the... He's at home. I like it. Over 1.5. It's 130. That's not bad on the juice. So we'll take over 1.5 HR for Mr. Story. Next. All right, next up we got Boston. We move over to the Mets in Cleveland. Currently, we have Mets 160 with an 8.5 total. We come over to the spreadsheet. We can see a bunch of mid on the runs. Good, bad, good, average, bad, good. Okay, so nothing's really standing out in this one. Weird series overall, just kind of weird. Let's go look at the pitching and see what we got in this one, see who we are going to take. Guardians and Mets, and we have Clay Holmes versus Logan Allen. So Mets are 21st in strikeouts, so we can look at Logan Allen strikeouts, and we'll grab our runs. So strikeouts, you're downtrending. I don't like that. 3, 4, 5. Nope. What's your earned runs, buddy? 2.4 for Allen strikeouts, and Holmes earned runs is 2.8. Comes up to what, 5.2, and we're sitting at barely 9.7. Not loving it. This is a weird series. I don't know why. Holmes versus Cleveland. There you go. There's nothing. There's no home runs. There's no RBIs. There's barely any at bats. Cleveland versus righties. There you go. Mets versus lefties. A lot of red. It's a lot of red. Logan Allen versus Mets. We have 5 total at bats. Nothing good there. So nothing in this one. Let's go look over here at the bats and see if there's anything. We have a lot of green. We have Santana. We have Jose. We have Lindor. We have Bo Naylor. And we have Rocchio. Let's see what we got. Santana is at 2.4 and 1.5. Get the hell off my screen. Hell no. Jose's going to be good. 3.6 and 2.8. Yeah, Jose's good. He's good. He clears. We'll take him. Lindor's at 3.4 and 2.8. Lindor does good. He clears. Bo Naylor, 2.6 and 2.3. Looks good, but not good enough. Sorry. And then Rocchio's at 2.2 and 2.1. Not loving that. So if we take Lindor at home, let's go look at these averages again just to make sure we didn't miss anything. Holmes versus Jose is one. Jose's 1 for 1. That's it. That's it. That's all he's done. And we go to the other side. We see Logan Allen has never faced Lindor. So, all right. So I think Jose's been crushing more, hasn't he? Like that's 120. Jose's at 130. I think I like Jose more. Yeah, I think I'm going Jose. Yeah. So J Ramirez over 1.5 HR is the one I'm gonna take. You can take Lindor if you want as well. I think I'm going to leave them off. This doesn't look that good. These two are doing a lot of heavy lifting. This feels more consistent right here, this little group right here. So I like that. We'll take that. Next. All right, moving on from the Mets, we're going to Atlanta, the place where it might rain. We'll see. Yesterday was a nice 3-1 final. Today we have Brewers 140, 7.5 is our total. Brewers have a four-game winning streak. Good job, Brew Crew. 2-1-1-1-1-2-2. It's hard to beat a team when they're that good offensively. Braves are starting to slide again. They're back down. The average of everything's yellow except for their average at 227, 307. 307 as a team is nasty work over 10 games. Let's go look at the pitchers. Who's going out there today in this one? Braves. And we got Peralta going up against Joey Wentz. Okay. Nobody's striking out enough to care. Runs, hits. Wentz giving up hits and stuff might be a play we can look at. Wentz is a bullpen guy, isn't he? Because there's nothing in this little group, which tells me bullpen guy. And last starts were 7-19, 7-25, 7. So you started 3 games this year. Hits allowed 2-4-1. How many innings? 4-4-6. Not bad. Not bad, good sir. Earned runs 0-3-0. Okay, Mr. Wentz. Peralta. Let's just grab Peralta and click around and see what he's been up to. Hits allowed 5. Pretty consistently average, but he pitches. There's his innings. Earned runs. What you up to? 2-2 for you, and you were at a 1 because you only pitched 3 games. Matchup, Wentz versus Milwaukee. Historically, there's no home runs, but there are 3 RBIs here for Ortiz. A couple RBIs, 6 RBIs for Yelich, and 2 at-bats. So, damn, 2 at-bats, he's 2 for 2, and I know he's going to be on the HR list because I know he's qualified, so he's probably going to be the play we take today. Lefties for Milwaukee, there you go. Atlanta versus righties, and Peralta versus Atlanta. There's a home run for Olsen, and that's about all I see. So let's go look at some bats, shall we? And load up the Braves and Brew Crew, and we see, no, all we have is Mr. Perkins, just Blake Perkins. Yelich fell out. He's down here. Sad. That would be a fun one to take. Let's see, last 10, 2-4. He doesn't qualify. I took 3 more Milwaukee dudes yesterday. They all went. They didn't hit their HR. So that was an 0-for-3 parlay. Shame. Well, that doesn't leave us anything. So I guess a pass. Yeah, we have nothing here. Pass. Next. All right, moving on from Atlanta, we're going to Chicago with Cincinnati. Currently, right here, we see 175 Cubbies with a 7.5 total spreadsheet. A lot of yellow, kind of high strikeout totals. That's the first things I'm seeing. Nobody's really up any streaks or anything, so kind of just even so far. Let's go to pitching and see what we have in this one. Reds and Cubs. We got Shota going up against, why am I getting injury news about Shota starting? What are we doing here? And we got Littell going out there for Cincy. Okay. Weird. See that? Weird. Used to you being a Tampa, good sir. Shota Jameson making his first appearance, tagged in issuing walks, blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's why he was mentioned. All right. So if we go last 5 games for Shota, we can see how he's done. And we go earned runs, and he's at 2.6. Strikeouts we can look at, I guess. Since he's 18th at 4.4. Don't love that. Hits allowed. He's been giving up some hits. 12 hits to the White Sox. Damn. How many earned runs did you give those 12 hits? 7. Damn. Sox teed off on you, good sir. And we got Mr. Littell. This is his first game since he got traded from Tampa. So now he is in Chicago. Cincinnati, you can see how he's done. Earned run-wise, he's at 2-2. Let's go matchups and see Shota versus Cincy history. No home runs, only 1 RBI. Not many for the at-bats. Lefties for Cincy, not great. It's a lot of low 2s. Couple high 2s. And then we got randomly Angelars at 413 and Hayes at 362. We go Chicago versus righties and Chicago versus Littell. We have a couple home runs here. Castro, 3 for 10 with a home run. Swanson, 2 for 5 with a home run. So there's potential there. Let's go to the bats and see what we have here. Because so far, Maybe, damn, it's a lot of 80s. All right, so we have a few. We have Mr. Swanson, we have Hap, we have McLean, we have Friedel. And let's go. Swanson should be good, right? No, Swanson is 1.6. He is boom or bust right now. We can't, that is not consistent. We don't like that. We need consistency in our plays if we're going to take them. Hap, 2 and 2, not good enough. McLean, 2, 4 and 2, not good enough. TJ, 3, 2, 2 and 2, not good enough. What are we doing here, guys? Pitchers all over the place. So I think the best smart thing to do is, since there's nothing here, again, we're going to pass. Next. All right, next up is Yankees and Texas for like the 5th time I record this because OBS keeps breaking on me. All right, we got this. Just drives are crazy. Texas 125, 8.5 is our total spreadsheet. You can see the numbers. You can see it's leaning Texas a little bit. You can see everything's going pretty well, right? Good. Okay, good. Good. Let's go to pitcher props. Everything. Who's going out there? We need to see that. We'll have 2 games select. Get rid of that game. We have Will Warren going against Evaldi. Evaldi is, well, I mean, first off, let's go slow. Let's go slow. Both teams are striking out a good bit. We see this. Okay, cool. We come over to our props. Let's open up strikeouts for both pitchers and kind of just see where they're sitting overall. So Will Warren, 5.5, 4.5. It doesn't matter what the line is. His average is 4.2. I don't really want to mess with that. I don't think you do either. So Evaldi, strikeouts, 6, 6.5. Again, don't want to mess with that. Now, however, earned runs, Will Warren is at 2. Pretty good overall. Can't complain. Evaldi, though, watch his earned run number. Bang. Dude is amazing. On top of that, if I do the entire season, look at this. The entire season, he's only given up 3 runs twice. This is Cy Young numbers right here. This dude needs more love. We need to give him more love because look at the numbers. They are amazing recently. My God. So, yeah, he missed a month. I get it. But still, just nasty overall. So, yeah, matchups, Evaldi, history versus Yankees. There you go. Cabral has a home run, and you can see that there. Yeah, Stanton has 4 home runs given, 35 at bats. Given. You can see that. Indeed, you can see that. Other than that, Judge is not on here, which there was rumors that, or the news was Judge is in the lineup today. He's back today. He's available. That's what I saw. He's available today. He's going to play. We'll see. He will be DHing though when he plays. Righties for New York. There you go. Texas versus righties, and then which hate light righties because they suck against lefties. And then Will Warren versus Texas. There you go. I want to take the under here. I mean, we see the Yankees, they're on the road, 1. They are not doing well batting average or hits, 2. 3 Evaldi's at home, which is nice. He's been nasty. He already faced the Yankees here and only gave up 1. I mean, every time he faced the Yankees, my dude? No. I think I might take the under here. And if I go under, if I change this to an under, it's 150. It's a little juicy, I know, but I kind of like it. Let's go look at bats too while we're here, just to make sure. We have Wells and we have Rowdy. That's all we have. They're both half. Which, there you go. So 1.4 and a 1.1 if you want to take it. I'm not taking it. And then that was Austin. Now we got Rowdy, and he's at 1.1 and a 1.6. You could take those. I'm going to take Evaldi. I just really feel like he's been on it. So give me the under 2.5 earned runs for Evaldi. Let's move on to the next one. Next up is Toronto versus Colorado. Toronto hit the over by themselves yesterday. Nice one indeed. Let's go. We see currently it's 235 Toronto with an 11.5 total. Spreadsheet. We load it up and we can see the offensive numbers to Toronto are still quite nice. Colorado's not too bad themselves. Nobody's striking out a ton. Let's go over to the pitchers and we see we got Berrios going up against Anthony for Toronto and Anthony Molina going out there for Colorado. Well, let's learn about Berrios first and we can kind of see earned runs last 5 at 2.6. I don't know if I want him helping out for an over today. Let's go look at Molina because that has to be a bullpen guy. 0 saves, 7.27 ERA this season, 6 Ks and a 1.5. Bruh, that ain't good. His last 5 games haven't been too terrible. 1-1-5, 0-0, but not many innings at all. So it's a bullpen. We get the fade Colorado's bullpen. First thing I want to do is come over here, open up this, go to team props, look at Toronto runs and see what the line is. 6.5 is 135, 7.5 is 120. So 6.5 might be the play. Let's go ahead and go back over here and take a look at some matchup information. Shioe, Molina versus Toronto. There's nothing there really. Toronto versus righties. There you go. Colorado versus righties and Berrios versus Colorado. Nothing standing out for us. Let's go to the bats to see what do we have in this one. We have Joey Loperfio. I just butchered that man's name. You can see it. Who exactly? Last 10, 2-4. Last 5, 3-2. What? Yeah. Okay, he's almost there, but damn. Sure, whatever. For me personally, I think I'm just gonna keep it simple. What's the line for just 1.5? I think Barrios is gonna do well against Colorado. I think let me come back down so you can see it. So there we go. And it's going to be right there. 1.5 is 160. Damn. Damn, that is expensive. Like I'm putting Toronto in a money line parlay. I'll do that much. So we'll go Toronto in the money line. Go money line parlay. We'll hit one eventually, I'm sure. Toronto for sure is going in there. We're fading Colorado hard. What are we going to take? Toronto runs is kind of high. Did we take this random dude here? Like, this is random as hell. I know. You can see how he's done head to head. Last time, yeah. What do you have? 1, 2, 3. That's 6. So 6, 3, 4. I mean, it's not. It don't qualify. I'm not gonna take it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna go for Toronto. Man, I guess we'll go for Toronto on the. How much is 1.5? 160. We're going for it. I know it's not the best line, but guess what? I'm going for it. Toronto 1.5 is the play. Toronto's going in the money line parlay as well. Next. All right, next up is going to be Tampa and the Angels, and it's gotten even worse than yesterday. Remember it was all red yesterday? Yeah, wait till you see it today. It's even more red. So it is 125 Angels with an 8.5 total. Spreadsheet, red. My God, so much red. Tampa's last in offense all of a sudden. Look how bad they're doing. 2-8. Oh my God. That is so bad. Let's go look at the pitching. This one is under. I mean, what else? Why not? Why not? It has to be the play, right? Pepio versus Soriano. Those two are pretty good pitchers. Let's go ahead and do earned runs for both. I might just grab an under and just move on real quick like so. Pepio is at 2-2. Very nice. And I mean, that was Jose is at 2-2, and Pepio is at 3-4. Damn, but it was the Yankees, Baltimore, Boston. So Tampa's just struggling all around. Angels are doing quite well. We might have to fade Tampa, sadly. Soriano history versus Tampa. There you go. Versus righties. Tampa do like them some righties. Angels versus righties and Pepio versus Angels. Ugh. No. I said I'm leaving this damn series alone. I'm going to. I lean under. I will say that. I lean the under. Our total's sitting at 8.5 with a little bit of juice towards the under. But I mean, Pepio gave 7 last time out, so I'm a little concerned. So, yeah, let's just pass on this bad boy. I mean, I'd rather not lose money, to say it that way. So we'll pass next. I was so disgusted by that game. I didn't show you the HRR, but guess what? There's not many, and all we have is walls at a half. So I'm not. See, you didn't miss anything. So now we can move on to the next one, an actual better game, hopefully. San Diego, Arizona. Arizona's done a 3-game winning streak, and they can't do nothing offensively, but they're on the last 10, but they're doing slightly better. They woke up a little bit. They had 12 hits yesterday. Good stuff. Today, though, they are still dogs at San Diego, 130 with a 9 total. We go to the spreadsheet, we load it up, and we see everything's leaning San Diego, obviously, except for the streaks. Arizona's doing quite decently with a 3-game streak. Get rid of the 2 pitchers, change this up. San Diego, Arizona. We have Nelson going against Yu Darvish. Both teams top 10 in strikeouts. So I don't care about that. I want earned runs. Thank you. Both earned runs. Nelson over hits allowed. San Diego is 9.9 in hits. We could take that. You are up and down. That's all I see. So I don't know what I'll take here. Nelson hits allowed is what I wanted to see. 4-4 and a 5-5 is definitely not what I want to do. So matchups, Nelson, San Diego. They face him a lot, obviously. They see him all the time. So 2-4 for Bogarts. Louis got a 083 and 12 at bats. The dude is probably one of the most consistent hitters in the game. That's crazy. 375, 400, 444 for Jackson. Machado's got a home run, 238, 462 for Tatis. So yeah, it's all there. We go versus righties. We go Arizona versus righties and Darvish versus Arizona. Marte's got 2 home runs and 32 at bats. You can see Corbin Carroll's got 15 at bats, 533, 2 homers, and a 1.6 against Yu Darvish. What the hell? Corbin Carroll, tell me you're doing decently enough. I can just take you and be done with this. Please. Jackson Merrill. Alec Thomas is coming on the scene all of a sudden. Corbin is not. Sad. We saw Jackson Merrill has a home run at least. So last 10, he's at 2.6. Last 5, 3.2. He qualifies. Good stuff. And then Alec Thomas, 3.2 and 2.5. He also qualifies. If anything, I think I'm going to take Jackson Merrill. That's what I think I'm going to take in this one. Yeah, we're going to go Merrill. He has a home run. It's, ooh, damn, it's pricey. It's so pricey. Do I want to take that? Alec, what's you? Plus 120, and you're doing just as good probably, if not better. 3.2 and 2.5, and you're sitting at 2.6 and 3.2. You know, I might just take Alec Thomas because you gives up a lot of runs apparently. So, you know, we're going to flip it. We're going to take the better juice. We're going to roll for the actual better line today. Crazy thought, I know, but guess what? We're doing it. Why not? You can do what you want. This is what I want to do. So I want to take Mr. Thomas. Thomas over 1.5, 1.5 HR. You can take Merrill if you want to. You can probably parlay them together and see, get you like a plus, like I don't know, 180, 190, whatever that math comes out to. Not good at math. But if you want to, I'm just going to take Al Thomas because he's been on a tear last 2 games. So, yeah, I'll take Thomas next. All right, moving on from Arizona to Seattle in the White Sox. Currently, we have 250 Seattle with a 7.5. All right, keep fading these White Sox. Let's see what happens. White Sox doing better offensively as expected. So, yeah, they're doing better. Let's go to the pitchers and see who we have out there because so far I'm leaning White Sox again. White Sox Mariners. White Sox plus 1.5 is what? 108, absolutely, love that. Woo! It's going up against Davis Martin. We're going to look at earned runs. Absolutely. White Sox are number 1 in strikeouts, too. Did you know that? Number 1 at 5.6. My God, they're on fire. Woo earned runs. He's at 2.6. Davis Martin is at 3. So they're about the same. Let's go matchups. Go Woo, history versus Sox. And we have been intending with a home run. That's about it. Righties for the Sox. There you go. Seattle versus righties and Davis Martin versus Seattle. There's a home run for Randy, and that's about it. So nothing really standing out. I think this is a close matchup. I'm liking Chicago of all things. Crazy. I like me some Chicago. What can I say? Let's change over to this one. And let's see who we have on the bats. We have J.P. Crawford. We have Montgomery. We have Rojas. You have Cuero. We have Louis Robert, who's going to be the play, probably will take. And Sosa. I know everybody wants to see the halves. Crawford, 1.5. Last 10, 1.6. Not good enough. Get off my screen. Montgomery, 2.8 and 3.3. Montgomery's been quite nasty overall. Look at these lines. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Rojas, what are you doing? Get off. Cuero, don't even care. It's a half, but there you go. Robert, last 10, 2.9. Last 5, 3. Obviously, the Montgomery-Robert connection is strong. And then Sosa, last 10 is at 2.9 and 3.6. My God, all three. But you're a half. Why are you only a half today? What? Huh? Huh? I don't know why you're at half. What's the 1.5 line? 155? Huh? Let me go back to, and then let me go back to Woo real quick. Woo, what's your history versus guys? Woo versus them. Benintendi's got a home run. 0 for 1 for Sosa. Rojas 0 for 2. Ball we never faced. Robert is 0 for 6. Damn, that ain't good. That ain't what you want to see. So I kind of want to take that. Where's Montgomery? You never faced Montgomery. I think I'm going to keep Montgomery in. I'm going to take Robert out because he's 0 for 6. I don't like that. So we're going to take him off. I know it looks good. Sosa's 0 for 1. I think Montgomery's the play I'm going with. Montgomery's never faced him. And he's doing quite well. Montgomery over. Why are you at a half? I just realized this. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Can I just take a Sosa? Oh, wait, hold up. I got this. Let me cook. I'm going a Sosa Montgomery parlay. Yeah, Sosa / Montgomery parlay. So we're going to go Sosa / Montgomery over over 0.5 parlay. And actually, we're going to put that down in the parlay groups. That way you can see it. So 2-man H or 2-leg HRR 0.5 parlay. We're gonna call it that because I like that. You could throw Mr. Robert if you want. I'm not. We're gonna leave him out. So we're gonna go Sosa and Montgomery because they're half for a reason. I don't know why, but damn, I'm gonna find out. The official play is gonna be 1.5 for Chicago. So CWS plus 1.5. Chicago, and that's the play I'm gonna take. I'm going to take next. All right, last game is going to be Cardinals and Dodgers, 185 LA with a 9 total. Spreadsheet loaded up. Ew, wrong game, better game. You. Damn, St. Louis, you, not good. Bunch of mid, nothing standing out, obviously. Get rid of the 2 pitchers and changes it to the last one, which is this one. And who we have pitching? Mikolas versus Sheehan, okay? We want earned runs for both, and we want Mikolas strikeouts, because if you didn't notice, LA is last in strikeouts at 10.4 in the last 10, so we got to take advantage of that while we can. Mikolas is not a strikeout dude, though, sadly. Mikolas is at 3.8 on a 3.5, and 6 is the highest he can get. Not a chance. Earned runs, 3. Okay. Sheehan, earned runs. You were at 2.25. You've only pitched in 4 games this season, so, or started 4 games this season. Doesn't help you much. Sheehan versus never faced St. Louis. St. Louis versus righties. A lot of green. Dodgers versus righties. Mikolas versus Doyas. There's a home run for Ruiz. There's a 091 for Hernandez. Damn, dude. Muncie's $154. Mookie's doing good historically, but lately, Mookie's not doing good. At 2025, Mookie's only at 231. 400, 2 home runs. Freeman's at 3. Freeman's our play right there. 16 at bats. He's 8 for 16 with 3 home runs. Absolutely. Let's just end this conversation right now. It's going to be Freeman because Freeman's on fire. It's Gorman and Freeman. Freeman's 2.5. I don't even care. He's 2.5 today. Gorman is 2.1. Not good enough. Freeman 2.5 on a 4 and a 3.2. I'm still taking it. I don't care today. It's Freeman. Give me that one plus 130. Absolutely. Freeman over 2.5 HR. I'm rolling the dice. Give me that plus juice. That's what I want exactly. So, yeah, we're done with it. End it right there. Let's go look at the money line parlay. Let's see who I want to take because I already have Toronto in there. Do I want to take anyone else on this one? I think I could. I think I might. Pittsburgh, San Fran, no. Detroit, Minnesota. Kind of lean Detroit. But then I got to back Detroit. I'm like, let's do it. Let's put Detroit in there just in case. Just in case they're the play I want to take. So Detroit, Toronto. What about Miami? Now, I'm not trusting Miami again. They burned me yesterday. A's. I feel like every time I take the A's, they lose. Even though the Washington's lost 5, A's should win this one. But it is Gore, and Gore can pitch. Do I do it? I think I do it. I think I go Ath again. They're home in there again. Eventually, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. That's betting on the A's money lines. So this one just over. Thankfully, Boston. What are we doing this one? We got an HR prop. I guess I lean Boston, but I took him yesterday. I could take him again. That could be a 4th leg in this one. Boston. The first half was all the good stuff. Second half was the rough part. I don't trust this game at all for anybody. I left this one alone. Technically, didn't I? Did I lose? Yeah, I passed on this one completely because I love this, but I don't like the pitching. Not at all. Both pitchers are good. Cubs, Cincy, and who knows? Texas, Yankees, who knows? I lean Evaldi. I got under Evaldi earned runs, but you never know. Colorado, Toronto. What did I do in this one? -1.5. I already got them into my line, of course. And then we got, I'm not putting the White Sox in there. Sorry. I'll take on +1.5 and I'll take a little 2-leg parlay, but that's all I'm doing in this one. And lastly was this one. Yeah. So that gives me a Detroit, Athletics, Toronto, Boston. You can take somebody out if you want, do what you want. That's what I'm doing. So those are my plays. Schedule loaded up. Tomorrow is Wednesday. We have some day games out there. Good stuff. So I appreciate you being here. Drop a like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you're playing, who you're taking. You see pitching changes, put them down there. If I miss something, put it down there because I ain't perfect. I do be making mistakes because I move fast, I talk fast. So other than that, check out the HQ, check out Outlier, drop a like, subscribe if you haven't. What are you doing? Trying to grow the channel here. I need your help for that. So other than that, I will see you tomorrow on Wednesday for some more MLB.